I call the Honourable Member Stuart Nash.
Thank you very much. I'd just like to make a comment, and I've mentioned this before in the House, but I'd like to reiterate this. I was speaking to an old Member of Parliament, a Member of Parliament who'd been here a while ago, younger than you, older than you, Mr Chair, of course, and we were talking about the committee stage, and I bemoaned the fact that during committee stage what was happening is the Labor Party was putting a lot of questions out there which I felt the vast majority were relevant to the Minister and the Chair, and the Minister and the Chair at the time was just sitting there reading, not even taking any notice whatsoever. But I do note, and I would like to comment the Minister on this, I do note that whenever he's sitting in the chair, whether it's a tax bill or this sort of health bill, if Labor asks questions or make comments, he always stands up and he addresses those questions. Some are rather banal, I must admit, but he always addresses them, and I think that's in the true spirit of the parliamentary process, and it just shows the fact that the Minister has been around for a while. He respects the House, even if sometimes we are in major disagreement with some of the policies he advocates. So I would like to thank the Minister for doing that, because I think it is in the true spirit of what committee stage is about, Mr Chair. Absolutely. Now, this is, as everyone said in rather unparliamentary terms, I'm surprised, Mr Chair, being the stickler you are for process, that you haven't pulled up members on the use of their word cock-up. But you didn't.
Careful.
The minister did use it, and this is, and I suppose, that, as the ministry said, the clause seeks to remove the exclusion that a hazardous substance cannot also be a restricted substance. When we get to these bills, a lot of this is semantics, and when we go through a lot of the committee stages on a lot of bills, I suspect those who are listening, or that the person who is listening, they must sit there and go, goodness me, this really is semantics. But when it does come to law, it really does have to be quite tight, and it does require these sorts of bills, it does require these sorts of amendments, just to make sure it gets it right, because it has to provide direction, A, to the public, and B, the judiciary, and C, the industry or the sort of business that's dealing in this sort of carry-on. As the Minister mentioned, and as has been very topical recently, I think Annalise Galloway has talked about this in great length, as has Chris Farfoy. We are faced with numerous sort of toxic substances these days, which people will do whatever they can to sort of alter their mind. Go on to the ecotoxic. That's a good word, ecotoxic. And I think it's important that what we do is we send a very clear message to the people of New Zealand, to the youth of New Zealand, but also the industry, that Parliament will not tolerate this sort of behaviour, will not tolerate this sort of industry, and this is, I suppose, a step in closing a lot of this down. Am I right, Mr. Lees Galloway? It's just the first step. There is much more work to be done of this, there is no doubt. It's a shame that it wasn't done a little earlier, and it's a shame that the Minister didn't act on this a little faster. That's a conversation for another day. It might have already been had, or maybe even a third reading speech. But we are supporting this. But I would like to say to the Minister, thank you very much for getting up and clarifying a lot of this stuff. We do support this bill. Like I said, it doesn't go quite far enough, but it's a start. Thank you very much.
The question is that the Minister's amendment set out to Clause 13... the Minister's amendment to Clause 13 set out on SOP number 259 be agreed to. As men of that opinion will please say aye. Contrary, no. Aye. The ayes have it. The ayes have it. Party vote is called for. The clerk will please conduct a party vote. Thank you.
New Zealand National.
57 votes in favour.
New Zealand Labour.
42 votes in favour.
Green Party. Sorry, could you repeat that?
Would the member mind repeating it, please?
Oh, sorry. 9 opposed.
Thank you.
Act New Zealand.
3 votes opposed.
Māori Party.
Toko whai tautoko anu.
Progressive.
1 in favour.
United Future.
1 in favour.
Mana. Honourable Chris Carter.
1 opposed.
Any other votes?
Honourable members, the ayes are 105, the noes are 13. The Minister's amendments are agreed to. The question now is that Part 2 as amended stand part. All those in favour please say aye. Aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it. The ayes have it. The question now is that the schedule stand part. All those in favour please say aye.
Aye.
Sure, the schedule's not debatable. Thank you. And those against? The motion is carried. The question now is that clauses 1 to 3 stand part. Question now is that clause 1 stand part. Clause 1 stand part. All right. The question now is that the Minister's amendments to clause 2 set out on SOP number 259 be agreed to. All those in favour please say aye. Contrary no. The ayes have it. The ayes have it. The question now is that clause 2 as amended stand part. All those in favour please say aye. Contrary no. The noes have it. The ayes have it. The question now is that clause 3 stand part. All those in favour please say aye. Contrary no. The ayes have it. The ayes have it. I will report this bill with amendment presently.
Okay, we'll go straight on to the estimates. What's one committee on?
Oh, we're trying to, okay. I need a minister here. Honourable members, we now move to the appropriation 2011-2012 estimates bill. I need a minister. Honourable members, the standing orders provide for 8 hours of debate on the estimates. Each member may have no more than 2 speeches of 5 minutes on each vote. The estimates debate should be relevant to the government's current spending plans as contained in the estimates of appropriations. As each vote is reached, a question will be put that the vote stand part. Should it be the wish of the committee, a question may be proposed on 2 or more related votes for the purpose of debating them together. At the conclusion of the 8 hours of debate, any remaining votes and the